what can you eat here at the Corral, and is it good? Well, today is part 2 of our series talking about all the different types of food that you can eat here at Cedar Point, all our different restaurants. So I hope you're ready, I hope you're excited, and let's go. Before we get into this review, I'd like to thank Nikki for her support of the channel. Thank you so much for your support at the Wake the Dead tier. If you would like to support this channel also, you can go check out my Patreon or go check out members only. I'd love to have you guys supporting the channel there. And whatever you do, whether you just watch a video or you do support, thank you so much for your support of the channel. It means so much to me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's get back into the video. In here we've got hand-breaded chicken tenders, pizza, you've also got waffle fries and house-made salad. Now these are from the sides. You can buy a house-made salad for $6.99 if you're looking for like a cheaper meal option, or you can also get hand-breaded chicken tenders for $17.99 and pizza for $15.79. I'm not sure if this place will require us to eat here twice today, even though that was the plan, but it looks like there's only 2 different options, so we'll see what it's like. Let's go. Inside here they also have some extras like a warm chocolate chip cookie. You of course can get breadsticks also with your meal, or waffle fries with your meal, depending on what you want. You can do pizza with waffle fries, like these are not stuck together. We're looking at prices of $17.99 for the hand-breaded chicken tenders and $15.79 for the pizza, either pepperoni or cheese. We obviously got the pepperoni. Now the Corral is a nice looking building. It's nice inside also. There's really not much to it though. It is just simply a facade, and then there's a little bit of space to eat over here off to the side. You are right underneath the coaster. It's always fun to watch Raptor go by. But there's really not much to it. It's all outdoors, and on a cold day your food gets cold very, very quickly. All right, now I have this meal. It's all cold at this point because I just watched a full show. I did get a little bit of a taste earlier, so we're gonna see what this is actually like, but I'm just gonna talk about it a little bit as I actually try each piece of this. So we have the pizza. This pizza is about twice what this is, but it's not like, it's really just one piece of pizza. It's not anything fantastic. It tastes about like the frozen pizza that you'd have at home. I'm not saying it's the worst thing. It's not by any means, but it is not the best by any means also. They're not terrible, but the majority of the flavor comes from the Parmesan. They don't really have like an extra garlicky or overly buttery kind of a flavor. They exist and they're decent. They're just not gonna be my favorite thing that I could have by any means here at Cedar Point. But it is, especially for a pickier eater, this may be a really good option for them. With this, I think it was about $16. One piece of pizza is kind of ridiculous. And I think you will see down the line that like Hugo's has bigger, like fuller pieces of pizza that would be better options for you if you're looking for that. Something that you could actually even cut in half and maybe share. But in this case, it is kind of like 2 full pieces of pizza. I guess you could kind of give it that. But even at that, at $8 a slice, including the breadstick, I mean, you're not getting a lot of food for your money. Now beyond that, we do have the fried chicken here also. We're gonna try that first by itself and just see what it's like. Okay, now the crust on it is actually really good. You've got a good, like, crispy bite. It is well seasoned too. I wouldn't say it's overly seasoned. It's not something where it's really obvious that it's seasoned. But it's pretty decent. By itself, it's good enough for me to eat a whole piece, just completely by itself, without any seasoning or any kind of like dressing or anything like that on it. So that may be actually kind of a win for the Corral this year, because the Corral in the past has always been very difficult for me to get through a piece of chicken. It's been very boring, unseasoned pieces of chicken. This is actually really good. I did get some ranch with it also, so of course you can try the ranch with it. And anything tastes better with ranch. I will say though, being there, every one of the dispensers other than the ranch was empty. So they probably need to pay more attention to that to make sure that they're actually getting the dispensers filled so that people can get what they need. So if you want ketchup or you want barbecue, you can get those also. They have no flavor to speak of other than potato. They are crispy on the outside. Waffle fries are nice for that reason. But if you get these, you definitely need to get some salt to put on top of them, because they have no flavor at all. There's just nothing there. They taste okay with the ranch. Of course, again, like I said, ranch makes anything better. So cool, fine. But I would not say it's one of the better offerings that they have at the Corral. This is a bit of a more expensive meal also for the chicken. The chicken is, I think, about $17 or $18 for you to get the chicken. Now, of course, if you have the meal plan, it doesn't really matter. You're paying the same amount for the entire year anyway, so the more you eat, the less money you pay overall. But yeah, actually, I think the chicken is actually kind of a win. I'm a little bit surprised at how good the chicken is, so that's maybe worthwhile. All right, now we are going to be ranking these foods in all these different restaurants together. Overall, everything at this point has had Farmhouse be number one. But now we're adding one more thing into this. Now, these are running rankings. So basically, these rankings are going to change after every single restaurant that I rank, and they'll show you like where I think they rank based on what's been ranked so far. Cost is a lot cheaper for the Corral. So at this point, the Corral has now gotten an objectively much better ranking for number one for cost. Overall, their cost is much, much cheaper. However, for ambiance, the way that they're set up is just not anything special. There's nothing too great there. It is cool that you can watch Raptor go by while you're there, and you can just kind of sit outside and watch that happening. I will say both locations are outdoors, but definitely Farmhouse has a much better ambiance about it. The entire area is themed. It's a really nice area to eat. There's also some live music around there. Definitely a fun place to be able to eat. So definitely worthwhile in that way. For quality of food, definitely Farmhouse still wins. This quality of food is not the best. However, I will say that they've stepped up their game from last year. Not massively, but the chicken tenders definitely are much better than last year, and I can objectively give them that. On top of that, then, we also have quantity. And as far as quantity goes, again, I'm going to give it to Farmhouse. Farmhouse has lowered the amount that they give you, but they still give you quite a bit of food, and it's definitely more food than what you receive here at the Corral. So let me know what you guys think. Is this a place that you enjoy eating? I do think maybe if you're a family, you might really enjoy eating at the Corral. And obviously, again, as a reminder, I'm not in the Corral right now. I'm in another place, and I actually think they may have some food here, but we'll check that out later on in the season. But we are going to be finding out a lot of different things about these different restaurants and what they're like and the amount that they cost, and trying to put them all together. So overall, the Corral gets 7 points, which then leads them to second place, and Farmhouse gets first place with 5 points overall. Of course, we're trying to get as low points as possible because that means you have the higher placings. So let me know what you guys think about this place, about the Corral itself. Is that a place that you enjoy eating? Do you prefer Farmhouse over Corral, or do you prefer Corral? I do think that the Corral may be a better place to eat for families overall, and I'm trying to be as objective with these rankings as I possibly can be, but objectivity is never fully able to be accomplished when it comes to food places or just subjective material like art or like places to eat. So it comes down to a lot of what your family wants and what your family's needs are, or what your needs are individually. So let me know what it is that you guys think of this place, because if you talk about the Corral, you're not just talking to me about it, you're talking to everyone who comes to this page and letting them know kind of what your opinions are of the food here at Cedar Point. So I'd love to hear your opinions. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and let's go. Hey, thanks for watching. I release theme park related videos at least a couple times a week, so press that subscribe button if you made it this far. Also, check out similar videos in the playlist to the right, or find my newest video to the left. Thanks again, and let's go!